appearances left. I know I'm not going to be able to wrestle everybody who was influential in my career, but I think you saw tonight the best way I can say thank you to some of those people who have been affected or have affected my career is to kind of pay homage by maybe taking some risks and doing some stuff that I don't normally do out there. I got to shout out AJ, but I'm just saying hopefully I can do more of that and take my game to a different level and in turn do what we're supposed to do, and that's entertain the fans. With 8 appearances left, I know I'm not going to be able to...
After funding the...
Jimmy! Jimmy, who doesn't love Jimmy? I mean, look at him! You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How do you not love Jimmy? Jimmy! Jimmy, who doesn't love Jimmy? I mean, look at him! You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
If my husband tell my kids no, then the answer is no. If my husband tell my kids yes, then the answer is yes. And if I do not agree with him saying yes or no, right, I will never, ever in my life correct it in front of them. I will not. I will ask him to talk to him in the back, separately, apart from my kids. I will correct it later or something else. See, that is the problem that we're having.
And that's why I love Montos. Come on. What is adversity? Somebody tell me, what's the definition of adversity? Come on, give it. I'm squeezing the life out of it. Bronson, Reed. Bronson, Reed. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Bronson, Reed. Bronson Reed. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Bronson Reed. I know they say you comical, it's all well. Like when I see a bitch, I'm thinking, it's all well. Story time.
You say it's a whale.
Again with another exclusive.
Serious Jones first of my man said he's from my man Dal said he definitely be on the block. He's from what you laughing for, bro?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of...
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that is how you take down a challenge, baby. You have some momentum after that. Let's pick out another challenge and keep it going. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Handoff now from the gun. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually...
the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Nix to throw right away. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Nix to the air. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. It past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run again with Lynch. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Daniels. Being chased out left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. You do. Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lad McConkey, 64 yards. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. T. Higgins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 25, here's second and 6. To throw is Nix. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jeremy Shockey, 73 yards. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Pass all 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Daniels. Buying time to his left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 right. 2. Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
60 Bobcat, 60 Nike 18. Cut 19, cut 19. 7 Pirates.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is Cook. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 38 yards. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Nix. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 43. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
18 Cardinals. 19 tight.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
60
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
60 Eagles.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Lewis C. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw from his end zone. Nix. He's got room past the 30. Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A final shot before break. Daniels airing it out for Olsen. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. Daniels. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room uneven score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this one finds McConkey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun is Nix. That is caught. It's a tight end, Jeremy Shockey.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 10 more there and another 1st down.
10 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Nix to the air. That is caught. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 10 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second and 7 from the 20. Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Operating from the gun. Nix. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
For the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Eagles, first down.
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Throwing Nix. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Nix to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the Commanders' 20-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime.
The 3 yards, got out of bounds, and didn't execute the hell. Executed the kick down. We executed against the Steelers. They were going to punt that football. They were going to punt that football and Johnny didn't jump off side. So, I love the Mama Time explanation. And you don't want to be in those situations. But he said, once upon a time, early in his career when he was with the Atlanta Falcons as the head coach, he didn't want to talk about Mama Time. He didn't want to talk about those situations. He didn't want to talk about losing in a game. Because in his mind, I don't want to put that in the mind of my players. He's like, man, F that. These situations are going to come up, bro. You're not going to be winning in every single game. And we got to lean into that. And when we are down, we got to be ready to execute. I love DQ, man. He talked about the Giants D-line. He said it's a really good group. They got some horses up front. We all know the problems they pose. And so he said, this is a great challenge in week 1, and they're going to see how we handle it, right? He talked about building off of last season. This was another great dialogue from DQ. And he talked about, picking up from that loss against Philadelphia. And he's like, that stunk. And he said, you don't want to lose the fire you have from that loss, But at the same time, you got to move forward, right? But you learn lessons. And he talked about, learning the lessons from that loss. You saw how they went and reacted to that by going out in free agency and bolstering the front, upgrading the offensive line. Like, that loss against Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game sounded off bells and whistles for them. The alarm was sounded that day, and you see the end result, right? They went out and got better at run after catch, because against Philadelphia, you're going to have to run after the catch. So they went and got Debo. You got to be able to protect, so they went and got Larry Tunsil. You got to be better up front, so they went out and fortified the defensive line. And he talked about, growing as a staff, growing as a team, but not being satisfied with what you did last year and continuing to build off of, like, a lot of people keep trying to compare this season to last year. And DQ's like, we don't want to replicate what we did last year. We want to build off of that. We want to grow. Like, a lot of people like, man, can the Commanders replicate? I don't want to replicate because that means our journey ends in the NFC Championship game. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying for us to get back to the postseason.
Well, not a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. And when you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
He talked about what makes week 1 special. Thought that was another one. He's just like, it's the beginning of the journey. And he talks about the journey so often. He talks about base camp and, you know, this is the beginning of the fight together. And every week it's a new fight. And, you know, we heard the quote last year, it's up on the wall inside the facility. You know, the most important fight is the one that we're in. And that kind of ties into the last two, you know, conversations surrounding DQ and what he had to say. What determines a successful season? That's the question I've been asking every and anybody that has anything to do with this team. What's a successful season in your mind? What does that look like? How do you define that this year? I defined it for you guys the other night, right? For me, what it looks like. And I've said this multiple times. But DQ said, looking sharp and executing in week 1 and getting the job done in week 1. That's all I can think about. That's the answer I want to hear from our head coach. Let us, as fans, let the media, let the talking heads talk about defining a successful season. Let us look into the future and talk about what we will be excited about, what we will be disappointed about. Let us do all of that. As a coach, you don't have the bandwidth to talk about what it looks like 18 weeks from now, what it looks like 22 weeks from now. You don't have the bandwidth to even talk about what it looks like 3 weeks from now. You got an opponent on Sunday, and you got a quick turnaround Thursday night football on the road at the Green Bay Packers. You don't have time to think about what a successful season looks like. How about let's just get it done this week? Love the answer from DQ, because that's what it's about. 1 week at a time. And then he took that and he said, that was his final answer. We got to take things one at a time. He said, I know it sounds cliche, but as a coach, you have to instill that in your players that we can't overlook an opponent. We can't look past this week. We got to be present today. You got to be present the next day. You got to be in the meeting rooms, present. You have to prepare to be ready for the upcoming opponent. And then when that opponent is done, you move on to the next one. And so you have to be one game at a time. And as fans, a lot of fans like looking ahead. I always tell y'all every week, don't talk to me about Green Bay right now. I don't have anything to say to you about Green Bay. I just want to talk about the Giants.